Hello, today I will talk about some short tips that can help you get better at optics, particularly if you're prepping for the MCAT. When I was doing my MCAT prep, personally, optics was the most difficult portion of the physics section, and I personally found it very difficult to correctly remember all the different terms and formulas. So I tried to come up with some creative ways to try to help try to make it easier for people to memorize the optics formulas. So here we go. So concave caves left and convex convex right vertex is something that I found helped me remember. So CRV would be like convex right vertex. So like the vertex is to the right. Um, and concave caves left, so it caves to the left. And in both cases, the object will be left to the left of the mirror. So yeah, it will be left of the mirror setup. And this has helped me. Um, on the left, you see the concave, and on the right, you see the convex. And another good way to remember it that I found helped me was that the mirror image of the concave lens is actually, or the concave mirror is the convex mirror. So it's kind of like flip the concave, you get the convex. So if you remember the concave, you should be able to remember the convex that way either CRV or CCL also help quite a bit. I noticed that CRV can be a bit difficult because if you're someone who finds it difficult to imagine that the vertex is forming at the right, you see it at the left, then it's difficult. But then you can just use CCL, like concave caves left, and because it caves to the left, then the opposite must be true, and you just flip it. And even the focus and the center of curvature and everything, they also end up being flipped. So if you can draw a basic diagram of the focus, the center of curvature, with a concave lens, and you flip it, you can get the same diagram for the convex version. And the focus here you can see is like where all the different lines intersect. And center of curvature is like 2 times the distance of the focus. And that remains the same for both cases. So yeah. And yeah. This is the better way that I found helped is if you imagine like two fists locking into each other, the left one will form like a concave lens, whereas the right one will form the convex lens. And I labeled the center of curvatures and the focuses for each section. Um, yeah, again, right vertex would be concave right vertex and concave caves left. Yeah. For lens, it's a little bit more difficult. So there's a tendency for a lot of the practice questions that I've taken to ask for like the detailed like what kind of lens corrects for nearsightedness or farsightedness. That's kind of like MCAT stock, I guess. And a way to understand that would be or like memorize that using some convenient mnemonic type strategies would be like concave flare. So if it has a flared base, it's concave. Concave flared ends, divergent lens is how I remembered it. So flared ends, divergent lens, and conical, convex, converge. So that's how to remember it. You don't have to remember all of these. If you remember concave flare and flared ends, divergent lens, you can just, by process of elimination, know which one is not that. Um, Another way is that concave mirror makes convex lens, and so the lens are opposite of mirrors. So yeah, like putting two convex lenses together gives you a concave